I can tell you they're negotiating, we think, in good faith. We're going to find out. We're getting the help of some incredible countries that want this to be ended because it affects them also. A lot of people are affected by this, but we're giving them till tomorrow, 8 o'clock Eastern time, and after that, they're going to have no bridges, they're going to have no power plants. Stone Ages, yeah.
Okay, y'all, so all right, so it's 10 o'clock. And I've been spending the whole day trying to figure out what's gonna happen at 8 o'clock tonight. And I am so grateful that Iran finally agreed to a ceasefire. Because I don't think Trump was playing. Okay? I don't think Trump was playing. Now, I did see that he said he's willing to extend it for 2 weeks. And I don't trust that. I honestly, I don't trust Trump waiting 2 weeks to do something that he wanted to do within 24 hours. That's just me. But I have to say this. His crazy worked. Now, I understand that this was an emotional roller coaster for everybody. This whole Iran thing. Okay, I get it. But I think it worked out. I think it worked out a little bit. And the Pope, he ain't too happy about it.
Oggi, come tutti sappiamo, c'è stata anche questa minaccia contro tutto il popolo di Iran. E questo veramente non è accettabile. Qui ci sono questioni certamente di diritto internazionale.
Now, all that stuff the Pope said, I didn't read all the subtitles. I just know that he didn't appreciate Trump being a bully. And I don't think even the Pope can stop Trump from being a bully. But I guess he had to say something. I don't know. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I was on the Pope's side. You know, I was like, you know, Trump, he's out of hand, you know, he's unhinged. And then I got a notification that the Strait of Hormuz was going to be open.
Tonight, Iranian officials now saying they've agreed to suspend hostilities for 2 weeks after President Trump announced late tonight that temporary ceasefire. Iran's foreign minister confirming the reopening of the critical Strait of Hormuz during this ceasefire period.
Okay, this lets me know that I kind of have a humility issue. You know, it's funny how I was all doom and gloom the night before, but then when things work out, I'm like, yeah. And I don't mean to be a hypocrite, but I just feel like it worked. I mean, okay, if you think about it, you have two choices. Either we have to deal with the Strait of Hormuz being closed, and that's been a catastrophe. Like, I can't tell you how many people I've spoken to that told me they went to the gas station and, you know, they've had to spend $10, $15, even $20 more for gas because this whole Strait of Hormuz situation. And even me, myself, I had to pay an extra $13 to top off my tank. Imagine how bad that could have been had it gone on and on and on, right? So it just feels like I'm feeling optimistic. Now, I might be just being naive in all this, but this turned around pretty quick.
But tonight, with multiple statements issued by Iran in response, the hours ahead will be critical. Tonight, Iran's National Security Council insisting it'll retain control of the Strait of Hormuz, maintain the right to enrich uranium, which President Trump had vowed to stop. The statement also says US sanctions should be lifted and reparations paid for war damage. With President Trump's threat to blow up Iran's bridges and power plants, Iran had warned it'd retaliate with immediate and proportionate attacks across the region. But tonight, that all appears on hold, with the world now watching to see if the ceasefire holds, and Iran now making its own demands.
Okay, I'll look at this for what it is. We ran over them, got beat up, but at least they know. Like, at least they know we'll go over there, we'll do something. And then when Trump was talking about some, oh yeah, this is going to be the end of a civilization. Yeah, that wasn't cool either. But I can't think of another solution out of this. It's a hot mess. It really is. It's a hot mess. What you want? Like, didn't everybody get what they wanted? Okay, everything lost in war was messed up. But the strait gonna be open though. I don't know.
Our messaging on the war has moved from the war is coming to an end to war going to be bombing Iran to the Stone Ages. And we've heard a range of those kind of messages. So which is it? Are you winding this down?
I can't tell you. I don't know. I can't tell. Depends what they do. This is a critical period.
I don't feel all the way bad for all this. Now, our greatest ally that dragged us all into this, I don't know how they feel, but at least there's a ceasefire. I'm really not thinking about them or the Pope. I'm thinking about the fact that I honestly thought this was going to be a knockdown, drag out type of deal. And the fact that it's not going to be that gives me a lot of relief, because I was thinking we're going to have troops constantly deploying, because there's no way they was going to just let us go over there and kick their country over. Like, you know, them people in the Middle East, they've been warring since biblical times. War ain't nothing to them. For us to go over there all macho because we have this ally that keep picking fights with people, you know, I'm glad we found a way to at least get to a ceasefire, which makes me feel like from a ceasefire, we can figure out what to do with these demands, which, in my opinion, I mean, let me just be real. I'm sure the whole uranium thing ain't gonna go well for the allies.
You've probably heard this line before.
Iran has never given up its quest for nuclear weapons and the missiles to deliver them.
That's because Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has been saying this for more than 30 years, claiming Iran is close to having
nuclear weapons. Nuclear weapons. Nuclear weapons. Atomic bombs.
In 1992, as a member of parliament, Netanyahu addresses the Knesset. He says, within 3 to 5 years, we can assume that Iran will become autonomous in its ability to develop and produce a nuclear bomb. 3 years later, in his book Fighting Terrorism, he repeats the same time frame, 3 to 5 years.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Fast forward to 2002. Netanyahu testifies before a U.S. congressional committee actively calling for the invasion of Iraq.
Are there any other nations that you would recommend that the United States launch preemptive attacks upon at this point?
The two nations that are vying, competing with each other, who will be the first to achieve nuclear weapons, is Iraq and Iran.
The invasion happens months later. No weapons of mass destruction are found in Iraq. It's 2012, and Netanyahu is holding up his infamous cartoon bomb at the UN General Assembly.
By next spring, at most, by next summer, at current enrichment rates, they will have finished the medium enrichment and move on to the final stage. From there, it's only a few months, possibly a few weeks, before they get enough enriched uranium for the first bomb.
For Americans, at least we know that if we go over there messing with them people, they gon' fight back. For the allies, the strait about to be open, and they still gonna get their uranium.